So in this problem here, we're asked to find the area of the polygon below. I want to go through one of my favorite mistakes and make sure you aren't one to make that mistake when finding the area. So when we're trying to find the area of some odd figure like this, we want to make sure to break it down into something that we can find the area of. If we cut this up along these lines here, we're then going to create 3 rectangles instead of just one big C shape. So if we cut along those lines here, we now have 3 rectangles, and all we need to do is find the area of each of these rectangles and then add those areas together. So in this one here, if we look at this rectangle, we can tell that the length and the width of this, remember the opposite sides of a rectangle are always equal. So we know that this side here is 12 meters and this side here is 3 meters because we know the area of a rectangle. And with this one here, again, we know opposite sides are equal. So this side here is 3, this side here is 15. Now to find the area of the top and the bottom one here, we just do length times width. So 3 is our length, 12 is our width, 3 times 12 is 36. And then our bottom one, 3 is our length, 15 is our width. 3 times 15 is 45. Now here's where it gets tricky. A lot of the times people might think, oh, I know this side length is 12 meters. Not true. 12 meters is the distance from here to here. We know that the distance from the top of this figure to the bottom is 12 meters, but remember we cut off this piece here and this piece here. One way to make sure that we don't make this mistake is we have to imagine these 3 as separate rectangles. We have a long skinny one on top, we have a longer one on bottom, and then we took this piece here and it's going to be smaller and thicker. So what we need to make sure to do is we need to make sure to remember that this whole thing is 12, not just this piece right here. The way we can do that is that we can say 12 and we're subtracting 3 because we're getting rid of this, and subtracting 3 because we're getting rid of this. If we're subtracting 3 2 times from 12, that means we're doing 12 minus 3 minus 3, 12 minus 6, and 12 minus 6 is 6. So the distance from here to here is going to be 6 meters, not 12. Now to find this dimension here is tough too, but we do know that the distance from here to here is 15 meters. So all we need to do is we need to find the distance from here to here. Since we know that the whole thing is 15 and we know that this side here is 10, that means that what's left over right here is going to be 15 minus 10, which gives us our length of 5. So now we have a length of 6 and a width of 5. 6 times 5 is 30. Now we have all of the areas of our rectangles. We add these together, which will give us the area of our entire polygon, which in this case here is 111 meters squared.